I don't know exactly how to start this video off. Maybe I need an introduction of some sort. My name is Stephanie, and I just had like a random nudge to pull out my book and read a little bit from it and give like a backstory as to why this particular book is so important to me. So I don't know anything about Edith Hamilton, but I do know when I was, I'll say 12 years old, my brother's aunt took me to go school shopping. And after that, we happened to wind up in Barnes and Noble. I get kind of fuzzy with that because I am much older than 12 years old now. But I saw this book and immediately fell in love with it. And she being just such a sweet person, she saw that I wanted this book and she bought it for me. Now, the whole reason for us being out there is because she was buying me school clothes. I am one of 5 kids, and it was just the best thing she could do to buy me school clothes. And so this, in addition to that, really made me feel loved. And so I've had this love of Greek mythology, not just Greek mythology, but like it starts with Greek mythology. And I've also had this love of Greece, even though I've never been there. And I've had this desire to travel to Greece to see these different places that the heroes went to in Greek mythology. So there is that backstory there as to why I'm even doing this. But I want to read just part of this. I'm gonna go past the preface, the introduction. Introductions can get pretty long. And I'm going to start. I'm in a car, by the way. And let's see. Okay, I think I skated past. Okay. I'm just gonna start with chapter 1, the gods, and I'm gonna read a little bit of this. And I don't have like a goal or an aim for this. I just felt like, oh, it would be cool to like pull my book out and just like read something from it or whatever. Okay, so chapter 1, the gods. Strange clouded fragments of an ancient glory, late lingerers of the company divine. They breathe of that far world, wherefrom they come, lost halls of heaven and Olympian air. The Greeks did not believe that the gods created the universe. It was the other way about. The universe created the gods. Before there were gods, heaven and earth had been formed. They were the first parents. The Titans were their children, and the gods were their grandchildren. The Titans and the 12 great Olympians. I want to stop here because now that I'm older, the number 12 has like a deeper significance. The number 12 can also be traced to the 12 disciples. The number 12, I think it also pops up in tarot, and I cannot remember exactly what the number 12 represents. It's not justice. I don't know what it is, but like 12 is like very important. But also when you break 12 down, 1 + 2 = 3, and 3 is fertility, abundance, rest, and yeah. Okay. Oh, also 12. Hold on, I'm tripping. 12 months. What else do we have? We have 12 months. Yeah, that's what I got for now. Okay, the Titans, often called the elder gods, were for untold ages supreme in the universe. They were of enormous size and of incredible strength. There were many of them, but only a few appear in the stories of mythology. The most important was Cronus, in Latin Saturn, and when you get to Saturn Saturn appears in astrology, and I'd have to do some more research on what Saturn controls, not just the god, but like the planet as far as astrology goes. He ruled over the other Titans until his son Zeus dethroned him and seized the power for himself. The Romans said that when Jupiter, their name for Zeus, once again, Jupiter appears in astrology, Jupiter is a planet. The Romans said that when Jupiter, their name for Zeus, ascended the throne, Saturn fled to Italy and brought in the Golden Age, a time of perfect peace and happiness which lasted as long as he reigned. The other notable titans were Ocean, the river that was supposed to encircle the earth, his wife, and I do not know how to pronounce this, Tethys, Hyperion, the father of the sun, the moon, and the dawn, and I'm definitely not going to try to pronounce this one, which means memory, Themis, usually translated by justice, and another word I can't pronounce, important because of his sons Atlas, who bore the world on his shoulders, and Prometheus, who was the savior of mankind. These alone among the older gods were not banished with the coming of Zeus, but they took a lower place. The 12 great Olympians were supreme among the gods who succeeded to the Titans. They were called the Olympians because Olympus was their home. What Olympus was, however, is not easy to say. There is no doubt that at first it was held to be a mountaintop and generally identified with Greece's highest mountain, Mount Olympus in Thessaly, in the northeast of Greece. But even in the earliest Greek poem, the Iliad, this idea is beginning to give way to the idea of an Olympus in some mysterious region far above all the mountains of the earth. In one passage of the Iliad, Zeus talks to the gods from the topmost peak of many-ridged Olympus, clearly a mountain. But only a little further on, he says that if he willed, he could hang earth and sea from a pinnacle of Olympus, clearly no longer a mountain. Even so, it is not heaven. Homer says Poseidon say that he rules the sea, Hades the dead, Zeus the heavens, but Olympus is common to all three. And then you have like a drawing of Olympus. Let's see. I think I'm going to stop just before I get to Greece. Before I get to Zeus. Wherever it was, the entrance to it was a great gate of clouds kept by the seasons. Within were the gods' dwellings, where they lived and slept and feasted on ambrosia and nectar and listened to Apollo's lyre. It was an abode of perfect blessedness, no wind, Homer says, ever shakes the untroubled peace of Olympus. No rain ever falls there or snow, but the cloudless firmament stretches around it on all sides, and the white glory of sunshine is diffused upon its walls. The 12 Olympians made up the divine family: Zeus, the chief, his two brothers next, Poseidon and Hades, also called Pluto, Hestia, which is Vesta, their sister Hera, Zeus's wife, and Ares, their son, Zeus's children, Athena, Mercury, and Artemis. Okay. And Hera's son, Hephaestus, sometimes said to be the son of Zeus, too. That was my husband, by the way. And I think I'm going to stop here because I don't know what exactly I want to do with this. But yeah, I'm going to stop here. And this is just going to be like a... Shit, I have no idea. But if you watch this, thank you. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Bye.